To track your marketers' ad campaigns and get the accurate cost per conversion, know the accurate ad budget you've spent, know the accurate cost per acquisition and the return on investment. You can do those tracking from the marketing option. So you click on marketing and then campaign manager. So from campaign managers, you can create campaigns to actually track your marketers' real life campaigns. Okay. So let's create our first campaign. Before we create the first campaign, you see these 4 cards here. They show you exactly what's happening in the campaign per time. So you can see your total campaigns, number of active campaigns, the total amount spent on ad campaigns, and then the total number of order generated. And then you have this filter. You can filter by statuses, campaigns that are active, paused, or ended. You can filter by marketer, and then you can filter by time. Okay, so let's create our first campaign. Create campaign, and let's call this campaign smartwatch or wristwatch. It's a female wristwatch. Okay, and then the marketer will click here and we'll select Henry Manager as the marketer. So if you want to know how to assign a sales form to a marketer, you can watch the video of how to create a sales form. There you learn how to assign a form to a marketer. Okay, so when you select the marketer, you select the form under the marketer. So it shows the form for the marketer, wristwatch combo. And then you put the initial budget the marketer wants to start this ad campaign with. Okay, you put the initial budget. Let's say the marketer is starting the campaign with 50K. You put 50K there, and then you can set a start date or end date. Okay, so you can set a start date or an end date. All right, or you could just leave it to just start date, and then the campaign keeps running. Once you are funding the marketer in real life to be funding the ad account, you'll be updating the funds in your ads tracking. All right, so the status is active, and then you click on create campaign. So once you click on create campaign, it shows you data of that campaign already. You could see that it's showing 2 generated. All right, so this means that since we said, okay, this tracking should start from today, 2 orders has already been logged into the system from that marketer's sales form, the wristwatch combo form. So if we go to our connections and then we go to sales form, this is the sales form we used to place order to the system. All right, we'll place 2 orders from this sales form. So any order that is coming through this sales form that is assigned to that marketer, the system will be able to track the data for that marketer's campaign. Okay, so let's assume you have various marketers selling the same product. We created this form for the wristwatch combo, and Henry is currently attached to the form. So let's say another marketer is still selling the same products. We could just duplicate this form, and then we edit this. So we can now put name differentiation. So maybe this other marketer is James. So we just put brackets James on the form, so we'll be able to differentiate the forms. Okay, and then down here we'll select James as a marketer. So we'll have to add James as a staff, a marketer staff, and then here we could just select James as the marketer. Okay, and then we're going to save. So here we can create different campaigns for the different sales form, and then we can track the data from different marketers adverts. So each of these marketers now on their own sales page, they are going to use their unique forms. So for James sales page, you use James form. You embed James form on James sales page. For Henry's sales page, you embed Henry's sales form. So once their orders are coming in, you can track each person's data. So once you go back to our marketing, we'll go to campaign manager. This is the campaign tracking we created now. So you can see here we have the name of the campaign, female wristwatch. We could rename this to wristwatch combo since the actual form we are tracking is wristwatch combo. And then down here you can see the marketer handling this campaign. Then you can see the dates the campaign started and it's ongoing. Okay, so the campaign keeps running. It doesn't have an end date. So as far as the campaign is running in real life, it's running. Then you have the budget. This is the budget, 50,000 two others has already come in from that sales form today, and the campaign was able to pick it up. Then we have the cost per conversion. So it's actually showing how much is the cost per conversion. If your budget is 50K and then two others has already come in from 50K, that is 50,000 divided by 2. It's giving you the cost per conversion. Then the revenue, none of these order has been delivered. So once orders have been delivered, you see the revenue. So this can give you a clear insight on if orders coming in from a particular marketer's campaign is actually worth the investment. Okay, then number of delivered will show here as well. Then your return on investment currently is minus 100% because nothing has come in as delivered. All right, so you have this action button here. From here you can click and then you add funds. So the initial budget here is 50,000 naira. So let's assume the 50,000 gets exhausted and you funded your ad campaign. Probably you're running the ad on Facebook or TikTok or anywhere. You fund the ad campaign. You just come here to record it. So if you click on add funds, so maybe you added 20,000, then you can add 20K. You see the budget now increases to 70K, and each budget stays in the particular day. Okay, so we've used 50K today and we still topped it up to 70K. So tomorrow now it resets the budget to 0. That means tomorrow we've not funded any amount till we'll put money again tomorrow. It records it. So the budget is time specific. Do you get? So once you fund today, that record stays in today and it uses the budget for today to give you your calculations for today. So you can actually come here, you filter by today, you can filter by yesterday. Let's assume this ad has been running for a long time. You filter by any of this time frame here, or you could use the custom range. Let's say you want to get a specific period. You just click on custom range and then you check. Okay, so you can come here and edit the campaign. You can end a campaign and then you can delete a campaign. So let's say you've stopped running ad for this product. You just end the campaign. Okay, and then you can see the campaign says ended here. All right, so this campaign is no longer active. So that's how to create your ad campaign.